everyone back to the Pommy and Oz channel. I hope everyone is doing well. In today's video, what we're doing is we're going to do something a little bit different. A few of you have asked for a few reaction style videos, so we're going to give that a try while we're trying some new things. So I found this really cool video, the 24 best goals of 2024. I thought we'd have a look at them, talk a little bit about them. So let's run that intro and get straight into it. So the first goal we're going to watch is St Kilda's Jack Higgins scoring an absolute belter versus Collingwood in their massive win in round 2. So let's take a look at it. Their old hike in there, isn't it? Darcy Moore's got absolutely clobbered. Jack Higgins from the boundary. What a goal. That was an absolute stonking goal, wasn't it? And look, the reaction says it all. It was a great goal. Look, St Kilda fans up and about. It was a great goal. It has to be said. It has to be said. It was an absolute stellar goal. Look at that. Degree of difficulty there. That's like a 5 out of 10, surely. I've not played the game, but that is insane. I love the reaction, though. Look, that is a good reaction. Quality reaction. This is Joel Amati, the soccer, which, was that going through? Was that going through? Let's take a look at it. I mean, great work there in the contest. I think that was going through, but you know what? I don't think that's hard to do. It's hard to have the nous to do it. Do you know what I mean? But I think that was already going through. But standard back heel flick. We've all done it, the old rainbow flick. Here we are. Here's Isaac Rankine, round A in the derby. You know what? He's got some tars on him. Did he run that too far? Who knows? But what a finish. That is a cracking finish. I remember that goal well. You know, Adelaide put the icing on the cake. I think the game was already wrapped up, really, at that stage. But decent celebration as well. We do love it. But you know what? Look at that. See you later. Cheeky little bounce. I'm a big Rankine fan. Gotta say, big Rankine fan. Great goal. Like that. See you later. You know what? We forget how good goals are, I think, in the AFL. I really do think we forget just how good they are. But that is one cracking finish, that. Bailey Fritsch usually scores a good goal. This was against Geelong. Deep in, game on the line. Good little gather. You know what? I do love the old dribble finishes. I think the dribble finishes are underrated. Incredibly hard to do when the ball is so weirdly shaped. The defence there, though, is absolutely appalling, isn't it? Let's be honest, but good goal. You know what I mean? Like, that is an absolute shambolic defensive display. Real fourth quarter effort. Adam Treloar had a terrific year last year. I love these goals, you know, straight from them little, like, aerial contests. You pick up and gather. Obviously, it was against Richmond, who at this stage of the season were done and dusted. But it's great to see Treloar back in the mix, isn't it? I'm a big Adam Treloar fan. Good goal, that. Good goal. I do like the ones just at pace. Great little tap as well by Timmy English. Good finish. On the back celebration, you can't beat it. He's done well there to protect the crown jewels as well. Darcy Byrne-Jones, we're going to be talking about him in a video a bit later on. But he's had a bit of a positional shift this year. But let's look at this goal. This was against Hawks. And it was to win the game, yeah. Look at that. Opportunist goal. As a guy who used to play striker in the round ball, opportunist goals, I think, are some of the hardest. Do you know what I mean? Just the instinct. So that is incredibly impressive there. Look, he's come from almost nowhere here. Look, great finish. Bang. Game winner. Love it. Harley Reid, well, loads have been talked about him, haven't they? And it was a highlight for the Eagles. Look at this here. Just the burst running. I do love a running goal. That's probably my favourite so far. I'd imagine some people will say, oh, Pommy's a bit easier than, like, you know, Angles. But running at pace, still having the energy. He's absolutely made Melbourne's midfield look average there. And Petrarca's never catching him. They could run that for another 2 hours and he's not catching him. Great goal. Good to see Simo smiling as well. He didn't have much to smile about last year. But what a finish. Good finish. Good goal. Love it. Who we got next? Dustin Martin. It's going to be weird, but this was a typical Dustin Martin goal, wasn't it? The old give and go. Nice little handball. Gather. And he always knew when he was shaping up on that right side, he was going to curl in. A little bit of draw. Nice goal. That was probably one of the few highlights for Richmond. Big loss to the AFL, though, for me, Dustin Martin. Big loss, but that's probably an iconic Dustin Martin type goal, isn't it? The old give and go. Bang. AFL loves the marketing as well, don't they? They love the marketing. Tyson Stengel. Big quiet, I think, from the media aspect of Stengs. But this is what's so good about Stengel. Look, as a Carlton fan, I'd love our small forwards to have that, like, drive, that vision of saying, okay, the ball's going to come forward there. Real small forwards type goal, isn't it? That just the old bumbler in there. He's come off his man. He's attacked the ball hard. Great finish. Love to see it. Look at the pace on him as well. When you're going away as well, when you're going away from your target, to bring the ball back momentum-wise is always a nightmare in any sport. Cracking finish. The Bon. You see, this is just midfield personified, isn't it? A midfielder personified. He's on 3 players there. His core strength, he's so strong. What a player to watch, Marcus Bontempelli. Gotta admit that, because all 3 of the dudes he was on there, especially them 2, Piercy and Ryan, they're big boys. And he's absolutely monstered them. Look, no hope there. Great gather as well. Swinging away. Cracking goal. Rate that one. Big fan of Bont. Big fan of him. Looking forward to talking about the doggies in a video later. Nick D. So this one was really controversial, but I think the degree of difficulty on this is the team goal. So he started the play, you know, 2 little dinks forward, and he's carried on. Great little show and go. Bang. Cracking goal. I don't care what people say about Nick Dacos. The guy is world class. World class, which is hard to say when there's only Australians play the sport. But look at this. This is a proper team goal, look. And as a fan of the round ball, I like a team goal as well. I think the build-up is just as important as the finish. And that is like a real purist goal, that, for me. You know, trying to get the ball forward. Look at the score as well. 4 down, 10 minutes to go. You got to do something. Pop, good goal. Celebration's good as well. I like a little bit of arrogance in his celebration. We don't see it much. Jesse Hogan, he's had such a resurgence. We have got a resurgence video coming up later on in the year. But look at this here. He's just taken them all on. And okay, you can say it was Richmond at this stage of the season. They were in free fall, but good goal. I like that goal. That is a solid goal. I'd like to see players work in tight spaces. And Jesse Hogan's a big boy. And he's moved there, you know, like a fish in water, hasn't he? Look, bang, bang, bang. Always know where the goals are. Have you noticed that the good players as well, they're always looking where the goals are, which is a simplistic thing. We were taught that in football as well. Always know where the goals are. Always look up. Toby Green. How often do you see Toby Green out the back of a pack or something do that? Over your head. I like that. You know, this is something that me and my mate were talking about the other day. Overhead kicks. The technique ain't rocket science. Obviously, it's just momentum. You're leaning back. But to have the balls to attempt it is one thing. To execute it is another. That's like a 50% bicycle kick, isn't it, really? But the technique is there. Great goal. I like that goal. This was actually... I really enjoyed this goal here, look. I like it when they're going out of the boundary. And I think Zach Merritt is a grossly underrated footballer. What a finish as well. He copped a lot of hate, didn't he, 2 years ago? Defensive efforts. But I think the improvement in all aspects of his game since that was profiled has been nothing short of remarkable. But look at that. You know, that's a big thing as well with midfielders who can hang back. You notice there he hung back. Look, he didn't get drawn into the contest. I find a lot of them get drawn in to the contest. I think it's an instinct. But the great players just stand back a bit. Big H against Collingwood. This was a much-needed goal because Carlton were literally doing everything but kicking goals. And again, another dribble kick. And I think this is an underrated aspect of Harry's game. Everyone always talks about Charlie being so agile. I think people forget Harry is incredibly agile as well for such a unit. Like, he's a bear moth when you see him. But great finish. It was a good goal in albeit a losing effort, it's got to be said. Mac Andrew, he really came to the fore in 2024, didn't he? And, you know, swinging him forward late in the game where you need a winner. And although this isn't a tough goal, this, I always think, it's like penalty kicks. It requires a little bit of cojones. Good mark, though. He's really led from the front. Straight through the eye, diddle-diddle. Good goal. Celebration's good. I rate there. Shh. Was one of them trying to do the Rashford there? Fair play. Josh Weddle, another guy that I think we're going to have a big year. And, you know, I remember this game well. Just that knowledge to skirt that contest, you know what I mean? Just stay on the outside of it and not get sucked in. Something that my boys do incredibly well, which annoys me, is get sucked in. You know what I mean? He's moving with the play. Look, moving with the play. See there, he just paused, waited to see where the ball goes. I feel like that's just footy IQ versus mechanical. Gotta say, what the hell is Jesse Motlop doing there, though? Handball across the face of your goal. And you know what? Very, very simplistic celebration, which usually hurts more, in my opinion. Nick Dacos, you know, he scores some good goals. And this one here is just, I think, Nick Dacos, look, once he's got an avenue of space, it's sayonara. Look, he has ran them ragged. Cracking goal. Cracking finish. Cracking finish. Decent. I feel like he cops a lot of unnecessary hate, Nick Dacos. But then again, I'm old enough to remember when Messi and Ronaldo first burst onto the scene, and it's kind of with them as well. They'd cop a little bit of hate for, like, just no reason, because people would talk about them because they're so good. But it's not something that bothers me. Even rivalry aside, like, it is fantastic to watch. Do you know what I mean? It's an honour to watch these type of players. I mean, look, he's celebrating before he's kicked it. See the bench's reaction. Look at McRae. McRae is the biggest fan. My mate, Ashton Moyer, this is a goal and a half. Like, I'm telling you there, right, although if that was round ball, that's gone into Rosie and taking out your nana, who's eating a pasty. That is an incredibly hard goal to do when it's going across your face at pace. And he's got the instep on it as well. Like, that's instinct going away from the ball. I would say for a round ball player, that's like going away from the ball and trying to head it backwards. So hard to do, to just like glance that. Phenomenal goal. I'm a big fan. Big fan of that goal. Gotta say, I'm a big fan. Like, obviously it was against Eagles, but what a goal. What a goal. Solid effort. Jack Higgins broke my heart here. Now, if you look at Carlton's passage of play here, it was like just before this ball came in. It's like a who's who of what not to do. But Jack Higgins, if you watch him when that ball goes in, not one player is on him. Not one player is on him. And it broke our heart. It broke our heart, really. But at that stage, the damage was done of the season. But people running over the ball. And Jack Higgins there has just been left for dead. However, Lewis there, I mean, look, Jack Higgins, look, not one player's on him in that stoppage. If you watch that interview I did with Alex Chincori, he talks about losing players around contests and stoppages. Like, yeah, and look, Michael Voss, he ain't got a clue. Jeremy Cameron, yeah, another player that had a very quiet 2024 from a talk point of view, but look at that. See, it's like what we said about Harry, what we say about Charlie. I feel like a lot of people underestimate the agility of being that big. Like, he's taken that in the contest, led away. So he's always been planning on doing that. And what one hell of a finish. And Geelong really hit their straps at the right time, didn't they? Really did. Isaac Heaney, One of my favourite players to watch. This was a belting game, this as well. Belting game. Probably the game of the round. And look at that. Incredible. You see, I always think, just from a golf perspective, and I think the same with round ball, sports that I've played a lot, when you have distance combined with accuracy, that's where it gets so hard. What a phenomenal goal. I think that's quite hard. It looks easy because it's an open goal mouth, but that's straight and true. Great goal. What a player McElhinney is. Like that. Dean Cox, he loves it, doesn't he? Absolutely loves it. Interesting observation that Dean Cox was on the mic a lot last year, so I think when people talk about the shock of Horse leaving, I don't think it's that much of a shock. Ollie Henry, the former Collingwood boy, and you know what I love about there is Brad Close always makes a contest. You know, like, this is a good goal, right? Incredible goal there. Do you know what I mean? Was that going in? You don't know, like, opportunities, but the work Brad Close did to get that into a contest, to make that 50-50, really understated. Was that going in from old Gear and Messi? It wasn't, probably. I mean, well done. I think I like the teamwork in that goal. This was, you know what, Eric Hitwood, a man who's got a lot on him here, and this is a proper key forwards goal. I don't think it's too hard for these types of players, but good goal. Celebration good as well. Some really good goals. I'm really looking forward to seeing what 25 goals we have in 2024. But that is the last of the goals. So that was really fun. I had a lot of fun. So I'd love to know, like, your guys and girls, your opinions on it. What was your favourite goal? We had so many goals in 2024. And I just thought a few of you have asked for something of this kind of ilk, some reaction, so I really enjoyed doing that. So let me know what you do. I know you're really enjoying the content at the moment, so thank you for that. Make sure you like and subscribe. Got loads of content coming up. We've got some real good, the series I did of the Risers, we've got that broken down into more groups of 3 players, so stay tuned. You'll see them coming through sporadically. Peace, love and light. Pommy out. Spent all my life holding